Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, your resident Momma in Manila, and tonight we are out and about in Ortigas Center. The recent re-entry of the Westin Manila on the corner of San Miguel and Lourdes Drive has offered luxurious options for Manila guests who will come and enjoy this premier member of the Marriott Bonvoy family. With over 230 locations in 40 countries, we know that this is a place we can come because they look after their guests for their health and well-being for both business and leisure travelers. Tonight we are in Seasonal Tastes, welcoming Global Wellness Day, which is happening on this Saturday. So we are excited to hear more from GM Alexander Dietzsch and Chef Rej Casanova as we talk about the Eat Well menu and, of course, all of the 6 pillars that we can enjoy when we come and stay and visit. Hello, welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Welcome,
Thank you
Michelle.
for having me.
Sure.
Thank you for having us. I'm really excited to chat a little bit about what you have for the menu, but let's talk first about the hotel. You're back. I know you guys are both long-time Marriott and Westin loyal employees. Tell us a little bit about why this Westin location is a little bit different.
Well, Westin is, first of all, a wellness-oriented brand. You'll find it a lot in resort destinations. At the same time, we're also present in most of the capitals around the world.
Yes, and big cities.
Yeah, and now with this recent addition here in Manila, we are in a new market, a market that we're re-entering.
Yes.
Since Westin has been here a couple of years back, has then unfortunately been deflagged and now re-enter. So we want to make sure that we, as you mentioned, look after our guests, the business travelers as well as the leisure guests, and ensure that they can look after their health and can enjoy wellness while traveling.
Right. And of course, the tagline we know is it's for a better you, right? And you do this through all of the 6 pillars, but of course, Chef Rej, of course, we know you take care of our tummies.
Of course, yes.
But tell us a little bit about, I know you both launched the brand. You came. We're only open how long? Since March.
3 months, yes, correct.
Congratulations. And things are going really well from what I can see.
Right.
Chef, tell us a little bit about this Eat Well menu that we're going to be exploring today.
Right. So Eat Well, our Eat Well menu is part of our brand program, which really highlights the Eat Well pillars of well-being of the Westin brand. This Eat Well menu is composed of nutritious dishes crafted and inspired not just in a global aspect, but also inspired by infusing local flavors and local ingredients that we can find here in the Philippines.
Right. So you were really inspired to use these local ingredients in a way that showcases our vegetables, our produce, that of course I know I will enjoy. I had a sneak peek, so I'm excited for the viewers to see it as well. When we talk about For a Better You and the 6 pillars, so we know that the Westin is known for the heavenly bed. This is something everybody has talked about, of course. So the pillars that we can expect to enjoy here in the Westin, it's the same in worldwide, right?
Correct.
So we have the sleep well, the eat well, the move well, the feel well, of course the work well, and the play well. So I think I'm familiar with all except the play well, but let's talk first a little bit about the sleep well, because we know a good night's sleep is also important for our health. So the heavenly bed, there's 310 count. No, well, Chef, that wouldn't be your area, but plush pillows and custom pillow top mattresses. The Move Well, which I thought was really inspiring here when I visited before. There is, you have a run concierge. Alex, tell us a little bit about that, because that's so unusual. It was the first time I ever heard anything like that.
Yes, the run concierge is walking or running with you in the morning on a scheduled route in the proximity of the hotel.
So nearby?
Nearby, to make sure that you always stay on the right path and don't lose your way. We do this every morning for individuals or for groups. And of course, our running concierge adapts to the speed that one wishes to run.
Could they run for me as well, so I don't have to do it?
Yeah, sure, anytime.
Okay, and then the Feel Well, of course, there's the Heavenly Bath. We could take tubbies. And there is also the spa, which will be opening soon.
Yes, that's correct. We're going to open our Heavenly Spa by Westin in July. Again, it's one of the brand initiatives of the brand, and we're very excited and look forward to that.
And there also is like lavender oils right by the bed before we go to sleep. That's also part of both the Sleep Well and I feel like the Feel Well as well, because it's sensory, no?
Correct.
And then Work Well. So for those of you guys that are in the area and you're working nearby, it's very easy. Also, if you had business meetings that you wanted to come to, you can come have them in Seasonal Taste or even down in the lobby lounge. Guys, we are live both on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Rappler. We are also, of course, live on Rappler.com. I know you guys have been commenting and checking out some of the things that we've been posting, preempting our time here in Seasonal Tastes. So go ahead and leave comments. Let us know what you want to feature, what you want us to feature. Let us know if you have questions for Chef or if you have questions for GM Alex. We can also pose them too. Now, besides Work Well, we have the Play Well. Tell us about Play Well, because I'm not familiar.
Well, Play Well is initiatives that is mostly for kids and families.
Okay.
So besides
really
the business travelers, correct.
Right.
Besides the business travelers, we also look after families. We have various programs that include activities for the kids as well as a specific menu also that has healthy items for kids as a good option to more often find comfort food items, so the more healthy items as well.
Yeah, fantastic. So that brings us, of course, to the last one that we really are going to focus a lot on today, which is the Eat Well pillar. And so I know that this is something that Chef, worked very passionately on in terms of working with Filipino produce, our local produce, and then creating some of these options also for kids. But even in the lobby lounge, I think there are other options as well, like juices and different things that guests could take advantage of as well.
Right, correct. We have this offering, it's called Fresh by the Juicery.
Yeah.
Where we're really focusing on fresh vegetables, fruits, infusions to highlight. Also in our lobby lounge. Also, as mentioned, yes, even in our lobby lounge, we're expanding our Eat Well offerings as well. So we have a couple of our dishes also being shared in our lobby lounge menu.
So the same dishes that we're going to see here are also available downstairs?
Yes.
Excellent. So they can come in and order that. And it looks like we have our first dish coming out. Thank you. Chef, tell us about this one.
Right. I'm very excited to share to you our one of our Eat Well dishes. So it's our organic pumpkin hummus. So it's very refreshing, very rich, and also very nutritious. So it's made with 100% pumpkin.
Kalabasa.
Mm-hmm. It's a dish that's also showcase different textures and also the different components of the vegetable. We try to utilize the complete parts of it as much as possible. So what we have there is the pumpkin hummus, which is a very rich puree of pumpkin and spices, and then we have this meat of the kalabasa, which we turn into a pickle, and then of course the pumpkin seeds is still part of the show. So we turn it into a very crunchy crumble to add the extra dimension of the dish. So it's, you know, our take on the classic Mediterranean hummus.
And it's delicious. You have all the textures there. You have the crunch of the pumpkin seeds. You have the added, you know, vegetable kind of crunch from the pickled kalabasa. And it's really smooth. If I remember, is there a little bit of cinnamon in
Yes,
there?
there is a cinnamon and a touch of cumin as well.
Yes. And then on top, I remember, so guys, this was one of my faves. I tried this one. On the top, there's also this really bright pop of citrus because there is orange, a little bit of orange rind as well.
I mean, the color itself is very vibrant as well. So why not, you know, explore it also through the senses, you know, through the aroma and also the freshness of the orange zest flavor that can brighten up the dish.
Chef mentioned one important item at the beginning. We're trying to minimize waste, and that means that vegetables and fruit, we're trying to use it to the max. There's a lot more awareness now about the amount of food that you have on your plate, and to minimize waste and make sure that we use as much we can of it to reduce any wastage.
Yeah. Zero waste is huge. It's big for everyone. I think when we're not talking about healthier dishes, we would say nose to tail. No, when we talk, right? This type of food preparation where we really make use of all of the ingredients, of course, because resources we know are scarce, and if anything, the pandemic taught us also how to make use of these ingredients.
Right.
Tell us about what we have next.
Okay, so another dish. Yes, so it's a sustainable tuna poke bowl. So one of my favorite also. Very light, very healthy. So what we have here is sustainable tuna, locally caught here in the Philippines. It goes really well with, you know, Philippines is very famous with mangoes.
Yeah.
You know, one of the best mangoes in the world, right?
The best mango in the world.
The best mango in the world, of course. So what we have here is sustainable tuna poke bowl with of course the Philippine mangoes, some organic vegetables to give you the natural contrast. All of the vegetables there are, you know, just simply prepared, raw, fresh, you know. So you really have you have all the nutrients packed in there. So it's really rich in protein. And one interesting part of the ingredients there is we substitute the normal rice with quinoa to make it more lighter. So for our guest who is more on a lighter, who feels to have a lighter meal, then this is the best bowl for them. A good comfort bowl.
If you didn't want the carbs at all, you could just add more vegetables.
Yes. We have that option on the menu as well to basically substitute all the carbs with vegetables and salad instead.
Right. Which of course is yummy, and keto, of course. So I also noticed, so if you guys come in and you decide not to take avail of the Eat Well menu and you enjoy the seafood buffet, you'll see where all the salads are. Chef has his microgreens there as well, right?
Yes.
So literally snipped and, you know, put right on your plate if you were paying attention. This was another fave of mine. I really enjoyed this salad. Chef, tell us about this salad.
Okay, so this is our farmer's roasted vegetable salad. It's a very straightforward and minimalist dish. It composed of beautiful beetroot and carrots, nicely roasted with maple syrup, a little bit of spices, and then it serves with a toasted pine nut and Davao goat cheese. So another local component that we want to promote, as you know, we have good products to showcase here in the Philippines. So we, you know, so combinations of, if we're talking about the regions, we know that the Benguet province is very famous with their vegetables, rice, right?
Right.
And then we have this beautiful Davao goat cheese down south. So it's a celebration of, you know, different good products from different regions of the Philippines as well.
All things Filipino and all things eating well, of course. I love how you did, you prepared the carrots in different ways.
Right.
So there are some that are nice and thin, and then of course there's the others that are big chunks like the beets. Are beets something that Filipinos are only now getting to enjoy, or do you think this is something that many have been enjoying for quite some time now?
Well, actually, beets are quite. You're right, because it's not, it's not like in terms of flavor profile. The beets has a distinct earthy flavor to it, which is something I would say by eating practice in terms of the Filipinos, it's not usual, right? But in terms of the health benefits that it can give us,
I love beets.
some people juice it up, and have it
raw,
as a booster in their morning breakfast, right? So there's a lot of good benefits that you can get from the beets, from a simple beetroot. Aside from how beautiful their color is, it's
They
also
really
beneficial. Yeah.
I have this rule with my kids. I don't know. Well, your baby is still very young, and your kids are a little bit older, so
Yes.
we're struggling sometimes with getting them to eat certain vegetables.
Yeah.
What I did was I actually taught my kids that they had to eat 5 colors a day. So, and it could be any 5 colors. So if it was like an apple and a mango and then a carrot, that's 3 already. So one of those parenting hacks, guys, is just making sure they eat 5 colors a day, which also meant that at dinner time we have at least 2 or 3 colors for them to choose from. Because as long as we trick them into saying, you have a choice, choose one of the 3.
That's a good suggestion.
It works.
Right.
It works. Alex, if you were to choose of the 3 that are here, which would you choose?
I would probably choose the poke bowl.
poke bowl.
So I like sashimi and raw fish, so I would probably choose that.
All right. I think we have another dish on the table. This one is so interesting to me, and of course it harks to the New Yorker in me. So I'm excited to hear and share this with all of the viewers, of course, you guys. So don't tune out early, because remember, we do have some surprises for everyone. We have the tea, the afternoon tea in the back there, but let's hear about this vegetarian option that Chef came up with.
So this is our everything vegan lox, of course inspired from the classic New York salmon bagel. Well, one of the goal there is to put a pure vegan dish from our menu, and it's also a good challenge for me when crafting this, or in particular this dish. Aside from it's healthy and it's vegan, but what's going to be the catch, I think, is the presentation and how we're going to present it, to make it look as interesting and exciting to the eye, right? So what we have here is carrots, just purely carrots, which is prepared somehow similar to a smoked salmon.
Yeah.
For a vegan or for a salmon bagel. So it's slightly pickled and then smoked towards the end of the serving, and then of course salmon bagels cannot be complete without the cream cheese. So the cream cheese is a homemade, to mimic the cream cheese. What we have there is this homemade soybean curd. So it's a emulsion of soybean, tofu, and olive oil as well, to make it to have this rich and velvety consistency.
Yes.
And we have beautiful pickled onions, cucumber, and of course the bagel.
It really is creamy, and it really is smoky. I was surprised when I took a bite and really found that there was a smoked flavor to it. Who knew you could smoke carrots? I think it's amazing. And for the presentation, Chef, on point. Like, if you do a quick look, you might actually think it's salmon, because it's, it just looks so light and fluffy that, this looks exactly the way it should. So, are you going to be preparing any of the dishes, or no, we're just going to have them come out? Everything's coming out?
Yes, I will be preparing actually this favorite dish of mine.
Okay.
So this is the one that I mentioned earlier about infusing local flavors.
Yes.
So that will be one of the dishes later on.
So that'll be later.
Yes.
All right, we have one more out here, and I think that favorite dish of yours is also the favorite dish of Alex as well.
Yes.
So I'm sure the viewers will be excited to see that. This one looks yummy.
Right. So now we're talking about from a plant-based looking salmon now to an actual
a
real salmon dish.
The real salmon.
We all know the benefits of salmon. It's very rich in proteins. For people who's on a keto diet, you can enjoy the salmon meat alone. Also, it's good in omega-3. It's good for the heart. Very good source of amino acid as well. So what we have here is our pan-roasted salmon, bedded on, based on the color, based on our Philippines ube.
Yes.
So it's a purple potato or ube muslin, and serve with grilled broccoli and a cilantro yogurt sauce. So what we try to have to promote there is the different colors, and of course to highlight as well again the local ingredients that we have. Try to showcase it more, not just as part of dessert, but also in a savory form.
Yeah. Who doesn't love ube? And I actually do love it in both savory and sweet forms.
Right.
I remember, purchasing a big ube root for the first time and thinking it was the coolest thing, of course, while I was living here. But ube is definitely a tuber or a root that has gained so much more popularity as of the recent years. Like, I'm just waiting for it to. There's so many different ube products and dishes, and not just here in the Philippines. You can see people playing with it all over Instagram. So we have 5 of the Eat Well dishes from this menu. One thing that I was intrigued with was how Chef explained that, perhaps you want a smaller portion. Alex was mentioning that earlier. So if you wanted to enjoy any of these dishes and, just ask for a smaller portion, you could do that. You could ask for a half portion. Taking that into mind, of course, the zero waste and just being so much more mindful. Chef, are you...
Well, yeah, I'm really excited to prepare it and share it with you guys. It's one of the favorite dish from the Eat Well menu that me and Jim Alex did.
Yes.
All right, just give me a moment. I would like to excuse myself and let me get it and plate it really quick.
Thanks, Chef. So, Alex, while Chef prepares your favorite dish and his, tell us more about what we can expect when we come and visit. I know the ballroom is open, and you actually just had a big function today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the hotel is open since March. We have opened about 200 out of the total of 300 rooms.
Yes.
We have 57 suites, Westin suites, nearly 70 square meter, with a separate bed and living room.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned earlier, all of our 303 rooms have the Westin Heavenly
Bed
2.0. So there's also versions in the
I didn't even know that.
Yes, so that is the very latest. Only a handful of hotels at this point have this because it's just been launched by the
Westin Manila has it.
The Westin Manila has it. It's composed of 10 different layers. It's a very plush, temperature-controlled memory foam. The linen is actually made from a fiber called lyocell, so it's very sustainable as well. So it's not the
even
regular
sustainable
cotton.
with the bedding.
Yes. And that's definitely a fantastic sleep and relaxing
It is a
experience.
fantastic sleep.
Apart from that, as you mentioned, yes, we have our ballroom. Our ballroom can seat up to 350 guests. We have additional function rooms. Our lobby lounge is open. We're featuring a wide selection of gyms from around the world.
Ooh.
And
so for you guys that like your G&Ts, you can come for happy hour.
Absolutely. Our Westin Heavenly Spa, as mentioned earlier, will open
Be
in
opening
July.
soon.
And then later this year, we will also open our rooftop restaurant as well.
Tapas.
Yes, correct.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to that, of course. Who doesn't love a good rooftop bar in the middle of the city?
Yes.
It's always a nice thing. Okay, so we posted something. You guys are generously sharing some afternoon tea sets for our viewers.
Yes.
So for those of you that were paying attention, we haven't had a giveaway in a while, so it's really exciting to have our favorite, of course, afternoon tea. I think the only thing more that I love than afternoon tea is brunch. And that's probably because you can get the best of like both worlds, both in tea and brunch. You have a little bit of everything, a little bit of taste of everything. And brunch, you just add eggs and it's good to go. So 10 viewers who have commented on the Instagram post of the Westin Manila. So guys, if you haven't followed already, go ahead and follow on Instagram and Facebook, Westin Manila Hotel, for all their upcoming offerings, for anything. I know Father's Day, you guys are planning something special for all the dads.
Yes. So we have obviously a buffet on Father's Day, and in addition to that, we're also partnering with a big car brand, Mercedes-Benz, to have some exciting incentives for those who book early with us.
Right.
So that will be specifically of interest for the fathers.
Right. So I think it's the first 8 people or the first 8 families who register at Seasonal Taste for the lunch buffet on June 18th will not only get, Dad will get to test drive.
Yes.
I think there'll also be a photo shoot.
Yes.
Right?
So you can do your photo shoot with father and son or daughter or the whole family.
Or the whole family.
With the car here at the Westin.
See, look at that. And then you don't have to worry about anything. Just like Mother's Day, they've thought of everything. Just got to come down, fill your tummies, enjoy the family, and of course document with A Studios. So you guys really do make sure that everything is taken care of and our health and wellness and well-being is looked after. Busy moms don't have to worry about anything. We can just make the reservations and come. Okay, so we have, while Chef is preparing, it's almost done there. I don't know if you guys can see the tea set right next to Chef where he's preparing his favorite dish and also GM's favorite dish. But this is the afternoon tea set that 10 lucky viewers will enjoy when they come in. They can claim their prize with, of course, a friend, a buddy, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a lover, whoever you want to come with. Maybe you want to bring your dad for Father's Day. You can come to the lobby lounge and have afternoon tea. So 10 of you will be able to do that. You have to come in and claim it, and you will be notified by the Westin Manila Hotel Instagram account. They will message you to let you know that they've won. Chef, you're back. That was so fast.
So fast.
The magic.
The magic. Okay, so our favorite dish. This is the chicken Inasal Ablay. So it's a one of my favorite comfort food, or should I say Filipino comfort food, is the chicken bacono.
Yes.
So it's very
Mine too.
very simple, just straightforward, nicely marinated with lemongrass and then sweaty oil, and then just simply flash off the grill. Very juicy, very delicious. So it's basically a recipe that I stole when I was in Bacolod.
You were inspired.
Yes. Yeah. You can say it's stole. So, yeah,
you were inspired.
So it's inspired. I was very inspired during my days when I was in Bacolod, and try to incorporate the healthy flavors and ingredients for that dish. So it's served with, of course, chicken, Filipino dish, rice.
Yeah.
But of course.
Sometimes even like kamayan.
Yes. So,
gotta use your hands when you're eating chicken bacolod.
yeah, and correct. And so to enjoy it, to enjoy the chicken dish. Of course, we want to showcase the rice and substitute the garlic rice with an adlay, the adlay grains. So it's everyone knows how healthy and how filling these wonderful grains can give you, right, as a rice substitute.
Yes.
So it's served with a chimichurri made of moringa, or we all know as malunggay.
Malunggay.
Right? So it's a very the herbal flavor of chimichurri or of the malunggay paired with calamansi, garlic, also a little bit of chili. Somehow you get the original flavor or the original flavor profile from the chimichurri by showcasing our simple, humble, local produce.
And it's so delicious as well. I know this not because I tasted it, but because Nino ate it, and I waited for him to give me a bite, and he finished the whole thing.
The chicken has a really nice texture, which I think is one of the secrets, which is not maybe sharing, but it's really juicy. It's well grilled, but still very juicy.
Well done, well done. And if that's GM's favorite dish and Chef's favorite dish, and the dish that Nino dug into as well, I'm going to say it's really good. Who doesn't love Bacolod-inspired chicken? So guys, this is really smooth. Like I said, there's this brightness to it as well. It's definitely one of my faves. I couldn't control myself. I had to take a bite. Okay, we have 10 winners. I will try and say some of their names. We are going to announce them. And if I butcher them, well, you'll just know when the Westin Manila Hotel Instagram account messages you that you are one of the 10 winners who can come in and claim your prize. So we have Tracy Nicomedes. We have Mark, which I'm not going to try and say your handle. We also have Vienne, Ruth Eloha, Rach M, Yagi Iniguez, Ancilla Diamante, Melissa Bagamasbad, Mark Simonting, and Alexis. Congratulations. You guys are the 10 lucky winners who will get to enjoy the tea, the afternoon tea that you see behind us. You'll get to come in with another buddy or a friend.
In addition to this, if I may say,
yes,
we're partnering with T2, which is one of the few companies that supply 100% sustainably sourced teas from around the world. So that was very important for us to find a supplier that can provide this. So that's part of the afternoon tea offer. So
I just love how everything is so mindfully done. Not just for all of us to obviously make healthier choices, but you've made it easy, sustainable, mindful, and of course, keeping us really providing opportunities for us to make better decisions. You could also enjoy the buffet. Chef, tell everyone about the Friday and Saturday evening buffet that we don't see right now, but you guys have certainly seen pictures all over Instagram from the foodie friends that you might follow. This is definitely a seafood buffet not to miss.
Right, so every Friday and Saturday evening, so we showcase our seafood weekend dinner buffet. So it's a feast of wonderful, sustainable seafood in the Philippines as well. Aside from good selections of main dishes, we also have our beautiful carving, Asian dishes, Western main course, and I think one of a must try here is our seafood platter. So we have created this beautiful seafood platter, which is a bountiful amount of Cajun butter, prawns, baked mussels, and of course a beautiful slowly baked lobster thermidor. So as the centerpiece of the plate. So it's really good. It's really a crowd favorite during weekends.
So all you seafood lovers, be sure to stop by for the Friday night and the Saturday night buffet as well. So guys, if you missed the winners, you can also make sure to look out for the Rappler announcement. Of course, always we will announce, tag, and if the social media team of the Westin Manila Hotel doesn't reach out to you, I'm sure they will. But if you don't get that message and you see your name on that graphic, make sure to reach out to the team. 6 pillars: sleep well, eat well, move well, feel well, work well, play well, be well here at the Westin Manila. Right here in Ortigas Center. Okay, so usually we end all of our episodes with, we have something more. There's one more. How could I forget this one? It's so cute. This one is exciting. There's so many colors on the table, guys. I don't know if you can just really appreciate the different colors we have here. Colors and flavors.
Colors and flavors. Yes. Everything we try to make it vibrant and fun to look at, and of course beautiful to eat. Of course, a dessert is what a good meal should be end with a beautiful dessert, right?
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Our pastry chef is very creative and trying to make sure that the food looks good and also tastes good and healthy, of course. So this is our plant-based carrot cake. So it's totally...
So it's vegan.
It's totally vegan. Eggless sponge. Of course, a lot of carrots has been used. And the carrots that we... To promote the zero, food waste advocacy that we're rooting about.
Right.
Since we have the fresh by the juicery concept. Right. So you have fresh carrot juice
downstairs.
So every pulp that
use the pulp in the cake.
We use for our cake production.
Zero waste. So hooray waste for that.
So we want to highlight, there's really no waste. It's still fresh, still good, and it's gonna be created into a beautiful piece of dessert.
It really is. So there's no milk. So it's coconut cream.
It's coconut cream. The frosting is made of the coconut cream, so it's rich. And then, of course, you have the chocolate, chocolate soil. So it looks like a carrot sprouting out from a beautiful garden. It
really does. It's so cute. I feel like Jelly would love to eat that. She might even pick it up and bite it. So really exciting menu offerings, not just in honor of Global Wellness Day. Of course, these Eat Well menu items are available all the time, year-round. I believe these will, occasionally change yearly with the availability of produce, I suppose, when things are in season. But you can come down. Of course, you can try any of these dishes, and you don't have to feel guilty. They're delicious. One thing that we were talking about during pre-prod when we were chatting earlier, we were always saying the misconception of people thinking that things are healthy and not having flavor or not tasting good. And, one of the things that Chef Rej obviously has worked very hard in making sure is that the produce and the ingredients are fresh, which of course makes everything better. Fresh is always best. But of course, so sustainably sourced. And everything is packed with flavor. You are not going to look for anything beyond any of these dishes. There's no flavor lacking here, guys. This is actually my type of table. Like, everything on this table is something that I would like.
We should maybe mention as well that we also have comfort food dishes.
Yes.
For those who see healthy food more as an option, not maybe. So, of course, we have those comfort food dishes as well. But it's important for us to try healthy options and
every now and then
opportunity and see also what the feedback of our guests is, and of course we will develop more ideas and more menus along the way.
What's the most what's the most popular comfort food dish when looking beyond the Eat Well menu?
Well, our pizza is also one of the crowd favorites here in the West.
Hey, who doesn't love pizza?
Yes, we have our artisan hand rolled pizza.
There's this saying, you can't make everyone happy. You're not pizza. Being pizza makes everyone happy.
True.
All ages, especially New Yorkers. So pizza, beyond pizza, what else could we look for?
Of course, comfort food. We have our local selections.
Yeah.
So, of course, the favorite, we have the adobo, the sinigang.
Pinoy favorites.
The Pinoy favorites.
Yeah.
Even with the local selections we have, we try to somehow balance it off with the healthy options as well.
Yeah.
So we have on one of our one of our dishes in our menu is the mushroom and tofu sisig.
Ooh,
So it's
I think I
also
would like that
a
too.
favorite,
That's not on the Eat Well menu.
It's not part of the Eat Well menu. It's part of our in-room dining and our all-day dining menu. But yes,
So it's a la carte.
it's an a la carte dish under the local Filipino section. But of course, we want to highlight each part of our menu segment has a good mix of vegetarian and non-vegetarian options.
I love that.
Right.
I love that because a lot of people are really trying to not eat as much meat these days. But then you also have these carnivores. I mean, Nino and I were talking, actually. He was saying there are people who are now just eating meat. I don't think I could do that. I like the vegetables. I like the color. I like the snap and the crunch. So before we go, one of the things that we do after every episode as we're wrapping is this rapid fire. And while I know Alex doesn't cook as much, maybe we can pose some of the question to Alex and some of the questions to Alex and some of the questions to Chef. But I think some are also both, universal, of course, because we know, guys, there are cookers and there are eaters in the world. I think everybody at this table is definitely an eater. Cooker, maybe. Cooker and an eater. It's always good. Then you won't go hungry. Okay, so we'll start with... Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Don't overthink.
We'll
Don't
try.
overthink. Who is the biggest kitchen influence in your life?
Want to go first?
They both wanted each other to go first because they needed more time to think.
I would always look, especially here, to go into the rather remote areas or provincial areas to see how the cooking is there.
Yes.
If I see how my mother-in-law cooks, for example, so there's always an inspiration. And I think there's great consistency in the way a mother or a Lola cooks.
Yes. Good answer. Good answer. Chef, how about you?
Same goes with me, mother. My
Yeah.
mom is always. My mom is a good cook. I get all the. I think the palate.
You're trained.
Yes, my palate was trained because of my mama's cooking.
What province is that? What province are you from?
Basically here from Manila, but
Okay.
we have. My mom is from Bulacan,
Yes.
so we have the native Tagalog dishes.
As well.
So
Your mother-in-law, is she also from Manila? Or
No, also from
province?
Bulacan,
Also from
actually, yeah.
Bulacan? Did you guys know that?
No, yes, yeah.
Favorite food as a kid?
Spaghetti.
Still your favorite food?
No.
Not so much.
chicken tinola.
Tinola. Comfort.
Comfort.
Like Filipino chicken soup. It's the best. Actually, my tita taught me how to make that. I'm glad that she did. Favorite cuisine as an adult?
Japanese.
Italian.
Italian. Me too. I like both. What color is your kitchen at home?
White and green.
White and black.
Red and black. Favorite pastime when you're not cooking or when you're not working?
Being with the family. Just
Family man.
relaxing, enjoying.
Before weekend motorcycle ride.
You like to ride.
Yes.
What is your comfort food?
Burger.
Burger.
There's a lot.
You can name more than one.
Well, Filipino, I would still stick with chicken tinola. But
Okay.
if we're talking about different cuisines, a good a good stir-fried pad thai. Pad thai, yes.
We were talking about kaffir lime.
Yes.
Yeah,
Something
I
strong.
love that kaffir lime in anything. What is your signature dish? So, if you were to make something, what would it be? I know you don't really spend too much time in the kitchen, but if you would make something, my dad's is a peanut butter sandwich.
That's easy. I occasionally do pancakes for the kids at home.
That's great. How about you? Signature dish?
Signature dish, well, steak and eggs. Steak and potatoes, I would say.
I like that too.
Steak, simple steak and mashed potatoes.
Music in the kitchen? Yes or no?
Yes.
What's playing?
What's playing? Modern songs, nothing specifically.
At home, yes. In the kitchen, here at the Westin, maybe no.
So at home.
At home, bossa nova, something relaxing.
Nice.
Because it's so loud here in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So
No, and
need some-
you have to like communicate with each other
Exactly,
back there.
so-
Yeah. Two foods that go together but don't go together. I have a new one. I actually have two, but I'm going to just say one this time. So my example is Oreos and sour cream.
Wow,
It
that's
tastes like
brave.
cheesecake. Promise. You're going to go home and try it because it really, like, you literally dip it in the sour cream. And for everybody, guys, it works. It's like cheesecake. Or you could say green mangoes and bagoong. I mean, something that goes together but doesn't go together. Of course, when I was pregnant, it would be something completely different, but we'll come
Difficult.
back.
Yeah.
We'll come back. You want to come back? That one stumped you
I would
guys.
say, this is, I see it with my nephews before, fries and sundae.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Yes, that
Fries and
totally
ice.
works. My kids do that too. Okay, any kitchen or dining accessory that you collect? Like, mine is I collect salt and pepper shakers.
Knives.
Of course. Of course.
I have a good selection. We have a good selection of fridge magnets from
Oh, those are
traveling
fun.
around.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like those too. What's your go-to lazy dinner that you would cook?
I would go for a good steak, probably.
Just fry it up.
Right.
Yeah. You wouldn't order from the Westin?
Maybe.
Well, a burger for me.
A burger.
Yes.
What's one ingredient you cannot do without in your kitchen?
Salt.
Lemon.
You're on the sofa watching a movie. What's on your snack board?
Chicharron.
Yeah.
With vinegar?
With vinegar. Spicy vinegar. All the way.
Yes, for me, just some potato snack, probably chips.
Chips.
Yeah.
What's one kitchen gadget you cannot live without?
Actually, I don't have it here, but back in Germany, we have an electric bread slicer, and that's just a
how
very
nice.
thing that you probably don't use anywhere else. But because we eat a lot of sliced bread
Yes.
for dinner, so it's a machine, and I would say that's pretty common
In a German household.
in a German household, but I don't have it here.
You don't have. You should have it here.
Yeah,
Then you could have your bread the way you
Yeah,
like
It's
it.
all hand cut.
Yeah. How about you?
Difficult one for me because kitchen gadget. As a professional chef, you don't really need. I cannot rely on kitchen gadget. I have to be, versatile and think
You
of
have to be able
ways.
to do it all.
Exactly.
Like the
As a
superhero
chef.
in the kitchen. Okay. Favorite food memory as a child?
I'd say usually when I ate at my grandmother's place, the food was really good. So
What
there was
did she
probably
prepare?
even from some clear chicken soup, or we have those potato dumplings that you slice the next day and then pan fry it. That's some dishes I remember that I always enjoyed.
You should make them for your kids.
Yeah.
Needs spring roll or the lumpiang Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Of course.
Oh my gosh,
It's
that's
so-
mine. I would like steal them when my mom was
Exactly.
frying them. I'd run out of the kitchen. Okay, these are really fast, so we can do them this way. Savory or sweet?
Savory.
Savory.
Milk or dark chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Spicy or sour?
Spicy.
Adobo or sinigang?
Adobo.
Sinigang.
Tapa or tocino?
Tapa.
Tapa.
Okay, that rounds up this episode. We are here at Seasonal Tastes in the Westin Manila, and of course, not only did we get inspired by all of the Eat Well items on the menu, but certainly you guys can come down and enjoy all of the pillars that the Westin is known for. Thank you so much for having us and
Thank you,
for
Michelle.
joining us on cam.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it for now. Keep cooking, keep sharing, and of course, keep safe. It's raining out there. Bye-bye.